Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, great. How you doing?
Great. Matt, is there a personal challenge that you've taken, like doing something crazy like running the Sahara Desert?
Becoming an actor was probably the most daring thing that I did, because there are pretty long odds against making it in that racket. But no, in terms of something. So, that's the reason we wanted to document it. What they were doing was, in fact, so incredible that we just really thought it should be filmed.
Now, Ray, tell me about those physical and emotional obstacles that you faced, and then how did you keep it going?
Physically, I tell people, when I started that expedition, I went in at about 162 pounds. And to paint a picture of how difficult this expedition was, I left the expedition weighing about 119. So physically, it was unbelievably difficult. We had everything from sickness and injury. It was all there. When you're running those distances every single day, it's obviously going to have a huge effect on you physically. But to be perfectly honest with you, mentally and emotionally, the expedition was 100 times more difficult. For several reasons. Two of the main ones, you're away from your family. You're away from the people you love the most, and you start to really appreciate the things you take for granted on a day-to-day basis. And I would say, number two, experiencing and seeing the water crisis as it unfolded in front of us, and just learning that to so many people in the world, water's a luxury. And it's very difficult to see that.
Yeah, and you're running through the desert with no water. That could be a problem.
I suppose it would. Thankfully, we had water. We had water and would support communities as we went through, and sometimes we would have water from the very same wells. But it's the people that live in northern Africa, of course, that don't have the resources to drill potable wells. So,
Matt, how did you get involved in the project?
Well, I heard about it kind of early on, and. Again, my company, we're one of the entities that helped produce it, and we just saw it not only as a great movie, a chance to make a great documentary, but as Ray was saying, a chance to raise awareness about the water crisis in Africa, because every 15 seconds a kid dies. A child under the age of 5 dies because of lack of access to clean drinking water or sanitation, which is really an alarming statistic. 4 kids every minute are dying somewhere on the planet Earth because of lack of access to clean water. So we were able to use the expedition as a chance to identify some smaller NGOs along that route through the Sahara. And we started a foundation called H2O Africa. And you can actually go on www.h2oafrica.org and see we've already got over 100 well projects up and running along that route, and so we've had quite a bit of success raising money and awareness about that issue. So that's something that we're both really happy about, and in that way, this expedition changed us, changed our outlook on the world and the things that we certainly feel thankful for every day.
Absolutely. And Ray, tell me what you came away with. What did you learn from the whole experience?
Well, I'll tell you. Well, and for me, there was no doubt. I left that journey knowing that human beings in general are capable of just about anything we set our minds to. There is no doubt in my mind. It proved that to me. I had started running 2.5 years before starting the Running the Sahara project, so I hadn't been running that long. But I left Running the Sahara, and the reasons why I run, there was an evolution in my running during that 111 days, and I decided that in the future, all of the running I would do would be dedicated to finding solutions for some of these issues that face young people. And I think that transition, and seeing that transition, and seeing how and what human beings, it's a metaphor in this film for what we can do and what we can achieve. I'm so excited for people to check out the film and see it. It's going to be playing all over the U.S. and runningthesahara.com. People will be able to see where it's going to be playing in their town. But yeah, that's what I left the expedition with, was a true knowledge and a true belief that we can achieve the impossible.
Good luck with the film.
All right, Robin, thanks a lot.
Thank you.